Hi, my name's Courtney Gardiner. I'm forward for the Toronto Six and I'm from Goderich, Ontario. Probably started playing hockey when I was like 4 or 5 years old. Definitely started off with like the figure skating. I feel like a lot of people went that route, and then probably started playing hockey somewhere in there, 4 years, 5 years old. I grew up with 3 brothers, so I think my 2 older brothers started playing hockey obviously before I did, and I was probably forced into hockey at a really young age and obviously fell in love with it and kind of stuck with it ever since. So definitely just kind of followed my brother's footsteps and didn't really have a choice at one point. It was just easier for me to play hockey with them and kind of stuck with it from there on. So. I went to school at York University in Toronto, and I studied, my undergrad was in disaster and emergency management. My favorite hockey memory is definitely in my 3rd year playing at York University. We had a pretty awesome group that year. We ended up making it to the finals for OUAs, and then we qualified for a U Sports Championship in PEI. My favorite thing is probably the fans, and I think also just getting to play in my home rink where I went to school as well. It's nice to have lots of familiar faces still around here and lots of people that I know, so it's definitely been nice to come back and kind of play at home again for another year. My favorite food, probably anything Italian like pasta or pizza. It's probably #1 for me. My biggest fear is definitely snakes or spiders. I don't know why, but they just really freak me out. Not my favorite thing. Big country fan, so probably Morgan Wallen or Luke Combs would be #1 or 2 for me. Favorite place I've traveled to is probably San Francisco. I was there this past summer for about a week visiting some family, so pretty cool city, lots to do, and never a boring day there. It was pretty awesome. Someone I look up to would be both my parents. I think they've set a really good example for me growing up about what hard work and dedication really is, and I think I've really followed in their footsteps when it comes to that. So those 2 definitely big mentors for me growing up and still are today. Someone that I think I've really looked up to as a hockey player, 2 people I guess. When I was a young girl, I went to a hockey camp in Toronto, and Haley Wickenheiser and Wendell Clark kind of ran the camp, and I can remember that as a little girl, it being like this big deal for 3 or 4 of my teammates to go to Toronto and get to partake in this it was like a tournament and like a skills development camp. So I think from there on, I always kind of looked up to both of those people and saw them as like really big idols in my hockey career. One word to describe my style of play would be aggressive. I think I use my body and size really well on the ice. Hockey's taught me a lot about life lessons and how to be a good teammate, and I think you can carry those traits with you through life as you go, and I think a lot of the time I take that for granted and I don't kind of realize or appreciate the things hockey's taught me. So I think it's really developed me into like a good leader, kind of just being a good teammate and being there for the people that are around you and just appreciating the support that you have. A few words of advice for young female hockey players. Don't give up on your dreams. For me, even 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't really imagine myself in this position, but hard work and dedication really go a long way. So never give up on your dreams. You never know kind of what's around that next corner. So just keep working hard.